rotation here, but the leading edge of this very broad rotation is now north of Stewartstown. North Hopewell, Chancellor Township heads up, Windsor Township heads up. This is all south of Route 74 currently at this time. Again, no hail really in this storm system. The wind threat is there, it's starting to pick up a bit, but the hail threat basically is completely gone. And this is really just what we're watching for is this brief spin-up tornado chance. The warning again goes until 3:45, still warranted right now. 3:17 right now at Hyson Hill. East Hopewell heading to your way at 3:41 as this continues to move to the north and the east, and it will head towards Brogue by around 3:30. So here's a tornado warning. Again, all in southern York County from the Maryland line up towards the Susquehanna and just east of downtown York. And a brand new tornado warning was just issued further down here in Maryland that we'll be watching for Lancaster County. Flash flood warning, everyone, 6:45. River flood warnings, creek floods, just for about everyone around here as well. And that's going to continue as we go into the next several hours. Now, the types of tornadoes we're seeing today, you can see numerous ones east of Baltimore, right along the Delmarva region. Here in York County, we've been watching several of them creep up into Adams County and then weaken. But it's the brief spin-up tornado threat on the eastern and southern side of the storm as Ida passes. So York County, Lancaster County, also portions of Adams County, you are still going to be right in that firing line for these brief spin-up tornadoes as we go throughout the rest of the evening. That tornado watch, again, is for the next few hours for those three counties. Not expecting anything particularly large. That brief spin-up tornado threat would be, again, very for those smaller storms, those smaller circulations to pass on through. Rainfall totals that Danielle has mentioned still very high for our flooding event that's ongoing currently as well. Adams County, York County, 4 to 5+ inches have been reported, or radar indicated, I should say, for rainfall amounts, as we do also continue to monitor this tornado warning threat. Shrewsbury, right now, you're in the clear. This particular circulation now, anyway, you're in the clear. It is east and north of you. North Hopewell, you still need to be in your safe spot. Stewartstown, you need to stay down for about another 5 minutes or so. And areas, like I said, up towards Tyler's Run, Windsor Township, Chancellor Township, you have a few minutes, but you need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time as this circulation continues to move to the north and to the east. Here's the latest radar update. Stewartstown now, I'd say you're basically in the clear, but south of North Hopewell is where we're really watching for this storm. This rainfall just completely drenching the area as we watch for that tornado warning threat. Everybody is seeing moderate to heavy rainfall. Everyone is dealing with the flash flooding threat, compounded now with this tornado threat for southern York County, and it's something we're going to be continuing to monitor as we go throughout the rest of the evening, especially our usual creeks and streams. I'm watching for more updates from the National Weather Service. We just keep getting water rescue updates now. Lidditz, Lancaster County for flash flooding, and also areas over near Franklin and Marshall College for flooding. But no updates for this latest tornado warning. Just continuing to watch this area south of North Hopewell and north of Stewartstown. And we're going to keep tracking this as we go into at least 3:45. Right now I'm going to send things back over to meteorologist Danielle Miller, see if we have some fresh looks at the continuing flooding issue as well. Danielle.
Yeah, let's talk about the alerts that we have in place. Again, this is not only a day where we're going to be tracking tornadoes and that severe risk, we're also going to be tracking that flooding potential. So let's look here. Again, our entire area is under a flash flood watch. So if you are going out, if you have to go out and you see some water ponding on the roadways, you need to turn around and find a different option. This flash flood watch goes in effect, or it's in effect now, it goes until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we still have many more hours where we're going to be watching these water levels. And then again, that tornado watch for Adams, York, and Lancaster counties. This goes in through until 10 p.m. tonight. So as we go throughout this evening, we're going to continue to watch for that potential for these brief spin-up tornadoes. Let's look at the bigger picture again. We have seen multiple tornado warnings down to our south over in the Delmarva. We saw a few just south of DC earlier on this afternoon. We see a little bit over down near Maryland along the Chesapeake. Now, looking out to the west, we still do have some heavy rainfall that will be pushing through, but we are finally seeing some clearing out towards Pittsburgh. So Eventually, 10, 11, 12 o'clock tonight, the rainfall finally goes away, but we will continue to feel these impacts as we go through tonight and into tomorrow because all this water has to come down through these streams. So we're expecting them to crest tomorrow, which is why this is such an issue. Let's look at Storm Tracker. Again, the heaviest rainfall pushing through that Turnpike corridor and to the north and then along 83 and to the east. It does look like a little bit lighter in the western portions of Adams County and in portions of Franklin County. Let's go zoom on into that tornado warning once again. Again, if you are in North Hopewell, if you are in Cross Mill, Chanceford, Windsor, you do need to be in your safe place because we are going to watch this broad rotation. Again, as Braden mentioned, not looking as impressive as it initially was, but if you are in this warning, you need to be in your safe place until this expires. This goes for, I believe, about another 10-15 minutes or so. So we'll be watching this here. I'll show you your flood risk once again as we go throughout this evening. It's high. It's the highest level that you can get, and it's right through the area. So we're going to continue to monitor that potential for flooding throughout this evening, along with that tornado risk. Let's send things back over to Braden with the latest.
Yeah, Danielle, we're of course still monitoring that area of rotation that is now north of Stewartstown. It has cleared Shrewsbury, just passed through that region, and is now heading towards North Hopewell. This does look like it's basically weakening. These tornado threats are very brief, and there are also spin up out there as well. Control room, do we have that view of the interstate near Shrewsbury to give them an idea of what they're looking at right now? We'll see if we can get that up for you here in the next few minutes or so. Be watching out for that. But the area of rotation now right over Route 24 and is south of Route 74. So if this is again still south of Windsor Township, biggest area of rotation south of 74, right along Route 24 in southeast or in a far southeastern York County. Going to go ahead and track this out once more, just give the big broad area of rotation, because if this is putting anything down, it's weak and it continues to weaken over the last several cycles. What happens is really it gets wrapped up in the rain, gets choked off, and really can't continue to be that much of a tornado threat. Still, tornado warning still goes into effect till 3:45 as of right now. East Hopewell, you need to be in your shelter. Bacon Mill, 329. Felton Township, 336, and eventually over towards Snyder Corner, but not for another 40 minutes or so. The latest radar scan just came in, and this continues to become more and more broad and weaken out. Maybe a little bit of a rotation trying to develop now southeast of Windsor Township, but really does look like it's continuing to weaken. Tornado warning, again, not just for us, also further down towards Maryland. I'm going to particularly be watching this tornado warning north of Annapolis as this continues to move up towards the north. That will be heading towards Lancaster County here in the next hour or so if that continues to hold true. And there's some more further down here into the Delmarva region as the remnants of Ida do continue to push on through. I'm going to zoom on out here once again, kind of explain as this storm system pushes on through. This is the side that we really watch for the tornado threat. It's the southeastern side of the storm, has an opportunity to pull off moisture from the Atlantic, also up from the Chesapeake, and kind of fuel itself for those thunderstorm threat, but also for that tornado threat too. And that's exactly kind of what's happened as we've gone throughout the day today. It's that southeastern portion that has a little bit more clearing, can produce that brief spin-up tornado, and that's what we've been watching since about 3 o'clock for the Shrewsbury area. Cleared Shrewsbury now, but we do have that camera that will give you an idea of what I-83 is looking at right along Shrewsbury. Just some heavy rainfall there on the PennDOT camera. This is less than mile marker 10. This is right, again, right near Shrewsbury, and looks like that area has basically cleared on out, and actually are getting a little bit of a break in precipitation there too. Let me zoom on in to the Shrewsbury area. Yeah, they're getting a much needed break with the rainfall. The tornado warning again is still in effect, but that rotation is not particularly impressive at this time. Certainly not down near North Hopewell. There's a little bit of a rotation trying to develop near Windsor Township. That's on the very, very far portion of the warning. But this circulation does continue to weaken as we've gone further into time. Just a report from the National Weather Service, no notable damage, again, associated currently with the tornado warning in York County, if it put one down really at all. The kind of tornadoes that we're going to be seeing today are those very, very brief spin-up tornadoes throughout the rest of the evening and into the early overnight time frame. I really think we're going to be basically done with the tornado threat as we go into about the 7 o'clock hour or so. Still, tornado watch remains in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. And the warning again until 3:45. Severe thunderstorm warning for York County until 4, and a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get out of the way here. But a brand new severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for southern Lancaster County. And that's the area that we're watching that is associated with that tornado warning down in Maryland that we're watching. Meteorologist Danielle Miller, I see you over there looking at that severe thunderstorm warning. What new information do you have for me on that?
Yeah, we've got that severe thunderstorm warning. It's moving to the northeast at around 25 miles per hour. The hazard with this storm is going to be those 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, along with the torrential rainfall. So let's talk about the communities that are in this warning. We're looking at Peach Bottom up through Drumore, Pleasant Grove, Little Britain, all along 222 there, and then headed up, just Providence is just outside of the warning there. But again, severe thunderstorm warning, this one just issued, and it goes until 4 p.m. We'll be watching this one. And along with it, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, as Braden was mentioning, over in portions of York County, including York, including Jacobus, LaRue, and then up into Windsor, Seacrest Mill, and North Hopewell. That's also included in that tornado warning, though that we're certainly seeing the rotation weaken in that. I'll take it to radar for you to look at what this looks like. And if we move over to southern Lancaster County, you can see heavy, heavy rainfall falling in those areas near Peach Bottom and Drumore, Black Bear, and that we're looking at there. So again, those are some of those areas that are under that severe thunderstorm warning that goes until 4 p.m. Again, winds upwards of 60 miles per hour. It's pushing to the northeast at 25 miles per hour. National Weather Service says you could expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. And again, our grounds are saturated. So if you get these breezy winds coming through, I would bet we would see a little bit of damage of trees uprooting or something to that level. Again, we've had so much rain in the month of August. Top it all off with today's, and that's why we're dealing with this flash flood risk today. I'll put on our overall, our bigger watches and warnings that we're dealing with today. Again, it's that flash flood watch for the entire area. And Braden, we'll send things back over to you.
All right, yep, tornado warning just canceled for York County. We kept talking about how that rotation was weakening further and further, and so that is now allowed to be, or has been allowed to expire, canceled by the Weather Service. So it's something we're going to continue to monitor as we go throughout the next couple of hours or so. Tornado watch again still in effect. Adams, York, Lancaster County. Heavy rainfall, widespread flash flood watch and warnings in effect for all of the area. We'll continue to monitor the situation as it continues to evolve as we go throughout the rest of the evening. We will also see you coming up on Fox 43 News first at 4 here in about 30 minutes or so to bring you the latest updates. Right now, I'm going to send you back to regularly scheduled programming.